Good Friday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Friday. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Friday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. But if you go over here towards the MRMS, not really much here. We do have some rain going on western Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan as well. We also have some snow going on in New York and Vermont, as well as over inside the UP of Michigan, Wisconsin, also receiving some snow. And everyone else is doing fine. Not really much else to really talk about here. Here is our current cloud cover. Cloud cover right now looking nice and clear out there. So right now, overall looking to be a nice night. And if you can even look at our cloud cover total percentage right now, you can see just those nice conditions. And as you continue through and you push this forward, you can see going all the way into Saturday morning, it's looking nice. Even Saturday morning, I mean, maybe just some isolated cloud cover down there in the low country, the very far low country of South Carolina. But other than that, everyone else is going to be nice and clear. The afternoon hours could pass, maybe some scattered cloud cover going on throughout the upstate and the Midlands. And then also, as we get into tomorrow night for our Saturday night, Saturday night also looking interesting as some cloud cover will move through. Going into Sunday morning as well. Sunday morning also looking cloudy as well. But then as you go to the afternoon and the evening hours, it really starts to clear up a lot. So here is our current temperatures: 57 in Columbia, as well as 55 in Camden, 53 in Chapin, as well as Winnsboro, 53 inside of Newbury, 52 in Greenwood, as well as 57 in Augusta, and 55 in Aiken. We also have 53 in Barnwell, 53 in Bamberg, as well as 55 in Holly Hill. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. 53 inside of Moncks Corner, 53 in Ridgeville, Somerville, and Hanahan, as well as 55 in Charleston, 55 in Hollywood, 57 in Key Island, as well as 57 in Edisto Beach, 55 in Beaufort, even 55 in Myrtle Beach, 53 in Bucksport, 53 in Conway, and 55 in North Myrtle Beach as well. We also have 53 in Florence, and up here inside the upstate, 53 in Rock Hill, as well as 53 in Blacksburg and Green and Gaffney, 53 in Spartanburg, and 52 in Greenville as well. Here is your low temperatures for tonight: 45 in Greenville, 46 in Spartanburg, as well as 46 in Rock Hill, 46 in Cheraw, 45 in Dillon, 47 in Georgetown, 45 in Moncks Corner, 51 in Myrtle Beach, 52 in Charleston, as well as 51 inside of Hilton Head Island, 47 in Aiken, 46 in Barnwell, 45 Walterboro, and Greenwood. Here is your forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. And look at that, no precipitation expected for the next 24 or so hours. So you will not need that umbrella with you from now until 7 o'clock p.m. on Saturday. And we'll talk about the rest of Saturday going into tomorrow morning. So now let's go on and talk about the SPC outlook. Nothing for today or tonight. Nothing for tomorrow. Nothing for Sunday. Looking nice. Really nice. So hopefully that will continue for the next 3 days or so. But that's not all, because we got to check the next 4 to 8 days. Day 4 is looking good. Nothing for Monday. Nothing for Tuesday. Maybe some severe weather to our west. But Wednesday is the day that we have to look for some potential severe weather. You can see over here, right here for Wednesday, March the 5th, there is a yellow slight risk of severe weather that goes pretty much for the entire state of South Carolina, from Hilton Island, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, all the way over towards Greenville and Spartanburg. The only place that's not in that yellow will be the very tip of South Carolina into Georgia. But even though it's not going to be a slight, it probably will be a marginal. But we are still a couple of days out. I think around 6 days out. So this will change. It will get bigger. It might get smaller like it already has. But we're just going to have to continue to watch and see what happens with this. Right now, if I can go in and pull up the reading that they have for it right now. Here it is right here. Well, you can't see it, but for day 6, it has pretty much for right now just a bunch of just pretty much The extended time frame, day 5, lingers among the various model output concerning the subsyncnotic and even syncnotic details across the southeastern Great Plains through Ohio Valley in the southeast, which may considerably impact the severe weather risk area and potential. However, the medium range guidance depicts an environment at least conditionally supportive of an organized severe weather event, including potential for a few strong tornadoes, damaging straight line winds. Now, that does also include day 5 as well, which, if you know anybody in northern Louisiana, as well as eastern Arkansas, the Boot Hill, Missouri, western Tennessee, and western Mississippi as well, let them know that there will be some severe weather, some potentially very bad severe weather going into day 5, which I believe is Tuesday. But we'll talk more about that at the end. Let's go on and continue talking about South Carolina. And speaking of South Carolina, let's talk about our short-term future. So here we go right here. As you go on over towards your composite reflectivity, we're going to go all the way through, and you can see that there's not really much going on for about like the next 24 to 30 hours, and even 45 hours out. No rainfall expected, so a nice dry period for about like the next 48 or so hours. And so that's the end of that. Let's go and talk about our future, and like our long-term future. So like the next 300 to 400 hours or so. Time is in the top right corner of your screen. Make sure that you go on and check it out. But here it is as you go on and push this forward. Not really looking for much. There is some shower activity. And there goes our severe weather threat. March the 5th right there. That's going to push through. March the 6th and the 7th is going to be okay. Then March the 8th may bring some thunderstorm activity as well. Cold air behind it. And this will be like a very deep into March. Definitely will be springtime by this time. As we get into March, this is the 16th right here, so we're halfway through May. Not May, March. I'm way too far ahead. March, not May. And that's gonna wrap it up for the long-term future. And again, not really much happening except for just this little system right here that's gonna pass by, maybe give us some severe weather, and then this one right here, March the 8th. And then other than that, it's staying dry pretty much throughout the rest of the time frame. So let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. My name says hello, see you tomorrow early. Tomorrow. Mr. Anthony says, good evening, everyone, good evening to you. Mr. Oliver says, good evening, pleasant day at my house. Nice breeze going on tonight. I'm ready for pretty flowers and hummingbirds. What's the forecast for Morganton, North Carolina this weekend? We'll talk about that in just a second. And then Trail says, hi, Joseph, hello to you. Let's go on, talk about San Antonio and Raleigh real quick, just because I don't have to load up the models or anything like that, for them. San Antonio, low for tonight, 54, high for tomorrow, 82, and then the low for tomorrow night at 57. No precipitation expected for the next 48 hours or so. And then Raleigh, as well, tonight, 42, high for tomorrow, 75, low for tomorrow night, 29. So that is a huge jump right there. A 46-degree jump. It's going to be 75, but then it's going to cool right down to 29. That's from a cold front passing. So that's why it's going to get that cold. So definitely a huge 46-degree drop from your high temperature ahead of the cold front to behind the cold front will be 29 degrees. So now let's go on and talk about it. Talk about Morganton, North Carolina. Let me figure out where it is real quick. Should be able to go on and search it up right here. It is over here. Just to the west of Hickory, North Carolina. And northwest of Charlotte. Okay. And east of Asheville as well. So we can go on and get the model right here. Just for this weekend, we're actually going to move on to the NAM 3 kilometer because this will go further out. But it's just going on to push this forward. You can see as we go all the way into tonight, into tomorrow. Saturday is looking pretty nice. Cold front will pass tomorrow, so it's going to be definitely chilly over there. But in terms of rainfall, the entire weekend is going to be dry, so not really any threat of any sort of rainfall or anything like that. Talking about temperatures now, so going all the way into tomorrow. High temperatures around 59, 60-ish. Low temperatures tomorrow 30, 29, 27, maybe even 26. And then high temperatures on Sunday only getting to around 45, and then low temperatures getting back down to close to below freezing. So will definitely be cold, but not really any threat of any sort of rainfall, precipitation, anything like that. And that should wrap that up. And that's all I have in terms of that forecast. No severe weather expected as well. It's going to be nice and quiet. So now let's go and talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. Obviously, there's a lot going on. You can see the map right here. A strong Clipper system will move south across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast through the weekend. Strong winds are expected from the plains to the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, with the potential for any fires that initiate to spread rapidly due to dry conditions. Meanwhile, accumulating snow is anticipated in the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So they have some winter weather stuff going on there in the Northeast and the Great Lakes. You see the winter storm warnings, the winter weather advisories. But look down here inside the Southeast. Georgia, pretty much from Atlanta all the way through Athens down towards Dublin, Macon, as well as Americus, as well Georgia, all inside of a red flag warning with gust high. It's going to be very low. In South Carolina, it's not going to be any different as well. You can see that there is, you do have special weather statements for the entire state of North Carolina, Virginia up into the Northeast or the Mid-Atlantic as well. Fire weather is going to be a concern tomorrow as well, probably into tomorrow evening. So make sure that if you're burning anything, that it is controlled. And if you don't have to, obviously don't. But with wind gusts 25, 30 miles per hour tomorrow, and then with humidity values down to around 20, 30%, maybe even lower in some areas, that's why we have that fire weather statement out. We'll talk more about that tomorrow morning, though, so make sure that you're there for that. We also do have some dense fog down in southern Texas and some red flag warnings down in southern Arizona and New Mexico as well. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the audience. I don't know if I said hi to Trail yet. If I did not, hi to you. And then Ms. Oliver says thank you. No problem at all. And that's going to wrap this up. Make sure that you go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you go and hit the share button as well. The poll, I said, are you ready for spring of 2025 tomorrow? 100%. So everyone says yes, they are ready for spring. I'm guessing nobody will miss winter that much. So we're heading into spring tomorrow, the first day tomorrow. Also, make sure that you're here tomorrow evening as well, because tomorrow evening we got a lot going on. Tomorrow evening, we have the month of March. That forecast will be tomorrow. Also, the spring forecast will be out, which means that there will be some severe weather forecast in there as well. And also, fan of the month for February will also be tomorrow. So it's going to be loaded tomorrow with a lot of stuff. So make sure that you are there. Some important stuff will be going out, especially with the month of March. Severe weather season, the entire spring season from March, April, and May. And then also fan of the month to where you could potentially win it. So make sure that you are there for that. And I think that's all that I have to say there. We have 8 people watching and only 4 likes, so make sure again that you hit the like button, subscribe, share as well, and I will be back tomorrow morning with your Saturday forecast update. Ms. Oliver says not the pollen though. I'm not gonna like the pollen. Hey, yeah.